Well, good afternoon. It's a Trigger, Rich Bontrager, back for another 2 p.m. with the Trigger. And today we're going to be talking about the 5 qualities that help you become an expert, one of those go-to experts that we're talking about all the time here on Rock the Stage. That's what my passion is. The passion is to help you shine on camera and stage, to help you elevate your brand so that you're seen as that go-to expert. And I had a great call just a little while ago, was on another meeting and meeting with one of those go-to experts that is absolutely crushing it. As we went through our conversation, he was going through the different qualities and some of the different skills that you need to really become that go-to expert. And one by one, he was checking it off as we went through it. A wonderful conversation. That's what we want to help you do with Rock the Stage Media. We want to help you to check off that list, to do certain things, get the qualities, have the skills, and use the tools that are best at your disposal so you are now seen as that go-to expert. The go-to expert that you probably already are, but you may not leverage everything the best way you could. So today we're not talking about the tools as much. We're talking more about the mindset of a go-to expert, talking about more of what qualities, traits, what do you need to really have at the core of who you are so it's going to show up on camera, on podcasts, in your books, on your live stage performances. What are those qualities that really attract people to a go-to expert? Because this is important. You can fake it, but eventually people are going to see that you really don't have the quality. You don't have the traits of that go-to expert, and then it all falls apart. So let's avoid it. Let's start building the right way and give you those traits from the outset. So one of them is hard work. There's no way getting around being a go-to expert without discipline. And I know some people get turned off right away with, look, I just want to do what I love. I'll be the first one to tell you, do what you love. But do what you love and do the hard work that it takes to stand out from the crowd. There's a lot of noise out there. You have to put in the hard work. If you're going to write a book, you have to put in the time to write that book. If you're going to do a podcast, again, yesterday we're talking about on another show that I run, the average podcast does not make it to 10 episodes. Why? You're not willing to do the work. You did not do your research. You did not realize what it takes to put out a show every week or every 2 weeks. You didn't realize what the editing was going to be like. You didn't know what wrangling a guest for the show is going to look like. Wrangling for a guest can be really easy sometimes. Sometimes I land guests really fast. Other times it takes a while to find the right date, the right time. And then, oh my goodness, what happens if something changes and you have to go get another guest at the last minute? What do? You have to do the hard work if you're going to be that go-to expert. You have to be committed and disciplined to make sure you do that, whatever that private checklist is, to do it well, to do it with excellence, and to shine every time to your best of your ability. Now, you got to think critically about this too. Now, here's where critical thinking comes in. Now, I am a dreamer. I will admit that. And that's why I have a team to help me talk through the critical thinking. I want to do everything. You can't. Not if you're going to be a go-to expert. You have to let things fall away. You have to decide what your main thing is, and you need to drill deeper and deeper and deeper. You need to really think it through. Some people talk about niching it down, just ripping away all the peripheral stuff. And what is the most laser point thing that you can speak on and do with your specialty that you focus on? Mine is media and presentation skills. Mine is helping you package your amazing genius in a way that others will want to hear you, see you, watch you, follow you, and elevate yourself as a go-to expert, that brand person, that when you think of a certain subject, click, your name is on top of that list. That's my goal, to help you do that. It takes a lot of critical thinking to help me get rid of all the other distractions to stay on that and stay in that one sweet lane. I will hear you or somebody else say something that's amazing, and I will want to go, oh, that sounds so cool. No, Rich, don't go chasing that squirrel. Stay right here and think through the process. Help this person get where they need to as that expert. The critical thinking is really, really important. You need to be continuously learning. Did I say that one loud enough? Clear enough? You need to think very clearly on what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, when you're going to do it, and execute the things you need to be that go-to expert. You need to have all the fog, all the distractions out of the way, and you need to think really clearly on how you are going to assemble yourself as that go-to expert. Not everyone needs to write a book, but it does help. Not everyone needs to have a podcast. It does help. Do you need a social presence of some kind in this world, in this day and age? Yes. Now, do you need to be on every platform? No way. You need to find the places that you're going to be on for the right reasons. So you need to be continuously learning about social media, about which platform does work for you in the area you work on. If you're a gamer and the gaming industry is exploding bigger and bigger and bigger, people watch people game. They're not gaming with them. They watch people game. That's how fascinating gaming has become. I don't get it. Many other people do. So if you're going to be in that space, you need to learn what's the right platforms to be on as a professional gamer. LinkedIn may not be it, but there are other like Twitch, Stitcher, all these other platforms out there that may be best for the gamers. A YouTube channel for gaming. Learn what that's like. What does it look like? What's the vibe? What does it mean to stream and share your gaming adventures? If you're going to win those go-to experts in whatever field you are in, research and learn about the social platforms that you want to be on, and then stick with those. Don't go gravitating to the newest, hottest, because it may not be where your people are. It may not be where your brand should be. So, but you should be learning about them, be aware about it, because look, people thought Clubhouse was going to flash and burn out. Clubhouse has become a very unique audio channel for communicators, and it has done well for a lot of people. TikTok, the same thing. TikTok, we didn't know what the heck that thing was going to be. And it's grown and grown. And now there's even a business angle within TikTok. You can still do your fun singing videos. You can do all the other crazy creative and cooking channels and whatnot. But there's also now an intentional business area within TikTok because they've realized the power of short content videos. Learn where you need to be as a go-to expert and stay there. Self-improvement. I cannot stress enough. If you're going to use media, streaming media, video, if you're going to use those short videos out there right now, if you're going to use articles on LinkedIn and other platforms to share your wisdom and knowledge, you need to be continually improving what works for you and how you're going to communicate that. Now, in the global world that we live in with media-rich content, I encourage you to shoot videos. They don't have to be long. But if you're going to write an article, drop a video link in there to add to the bonus content. As a go-to expert, they want to see you. They want to hear you, not just read about you. They want to see the personality, and you become the brand, the voice, the authentic side to that. Part of that quality trait is self-improvement. Watch, evaluate, what can you do better? Get a coach. I cannot stress so much. When it comes to self-improvement, get a good coach to help you grow as that brand authority. It's not easy to change from the normal job life into a media brand face, the whole thing. It does take unique coaching to know how to show up here. How I show up here, by the way, is not always how I show up in the real world. There is a persona, there's an energy, there's something else that goes on in this performance, but informational area that I live in. The same is true for many, many people. Review it, get critiquing of it, but self-improve, learn what you and your brand standpoint stand for and how you're going to come across on video, camera, blogs, books, and everything. And one more quality for being that go-to expert. You need to keep thinking about the big picture. This is where I thrive. I admit, I live 30,000 feet up in the air. I admit, I like being like Walt Disney. I can see the Magic Kingdom. I can see the next iteration of the Magic Kingdom in my version. You need to see the big picture. of where you're at now, where you want to be, and then what is it going to take to move you from here to here to here. As a go-to expert, it does not happen overnight. So you have to have that big picture, that big, hairy, audacious goal, a BHAG. You need to have that good BHAG always in front of you, striving to get closer and closer to it. And do not settle for a short dream as a go-to expert. You want to be the number one go-to expert. You want to be that new person that people hear and recognize. Funny right now, if you turn on the television, there are several actors, performers that are becoming go-to experts in the entertainment field. Kevin Hart is one of them right now. How many different videos, commercials can Kevin Hart be appearing in? Kevin Hart has become one of those go-to public speakers, comedian, pitchmen. He can turn your product and make it come to life in a unique way. So when people right now are thinking of commercials and advertising and marketing and humorous interaction, Kevin Hart is way on top of that list. He has become a go-to person in that media area. It did not happen overnight. Go back, Google Kevin Hart, look at the early career, look at his pathway to where he got to where he is now. Again, you're going to have that discipline, the critical thinking. You're going to have that continuous learning, keep improving, and you're going to want to always keep your mindset on the big picture. I have a big picture. I know where I want to be with everything I'm doing and why I'm doing it. In the chat, drop down what is your big dream? What is your big, hairy, audacious goal dream? What are you wanting to do that just knocks it out of the ballpark and you will stand apart from others, be seen as the expert in your field, and nothing can hold you back? If you want to learn more about what I do and how maybe we can help you reach that goal, contact me, rich@richbontrager.net, or go to rockthestagemedia.com. Those are two of the best areas to find out more about how I help you amplify your brand, become that go-to expert. It's not just about the qualities. It's about many other things which I can talk to for a long time. And I'd like to talk to you about that and help you to be seen and heard in a new way, in a way that gets you really noticed. One way to do that is to have no bad Zoom events. We're going to be talking about that this week on How to Rock the Stage, 7 o'clock Eastern time on Wednesday night. It's our final show of the year. There's the link. It's in the chat. Grab that and please come and join us. And we're going to have a great show. Robbie Samuels is going to be with me. We both run live streaming events. We both coach people on how to have no bad Zoom, no bad virtual events. So you get two experts that talk in this area, and we're going to have a great show helping you elevate your brand authority, and you as a go-to expert, because now you show up on any Zoom call, any event, and you stand out from the crowd. Come and join us 7 o'clock Wednesday night. Have yourself a great day. Keep on rocking the stage in every way you can. And until tomorrow, I'm the Trigger, Rich Bontrager. I hope this has been helpful. Let me know any likes, comments, or what topics you'd like me to have me cover here at 2 p.m. with the Trigger. Have a great day.